Okay. Remember when we were looking at that side with the high knee upright foot, that is, you're looking down the back of the foot, is the right side of the horse. And there's an extreme difference in the shoulders. So if our first thing is let's match feet, let's bring that heel down. What did we just do to that weak shoulder? We tried to drop it further, put the horse into more of a twist. So we didn't exactly help him out. So you got to figure out what's going on with each individual leg. The stance, he didn't want to square up. He always wanted to stand off like that. Okay, look at the shoulder muscling. Look at, this muscling in front of the shoulder. If that is really over tight, he's losing range of movement. As it comes closer to matching, where I'm thinking starts coming closer and closer, what I may be doing early on to get him to go straighter may become an interference. So you end up, it's a constant readjustment when you're dealing with any of these horses. And any horse with performance issues, this is the kind of stuff we're looking at. If the body's not working properly, he's not going to move properly. If the feet aren't working properly, you got to make adjustments with that horse on whatever corner you're working on. And for a horse to do your diagonal movements, he's got to be able to go straight first. For a horse to collect, he's got to go straight. Well, if not, he's only doing diagonal movements one way because his body's bent that way, right? Okay, back into the horse. He doesn't want to stand square. He doesn't like it. It's not comfortable there. Later on it was. Okay, now, when you're looking at horses, if you notice in this picture, we're looking through to that front leg, right? From the front, it wasn't as noticeable as it was behind, but see how crooked that front leg is? And this is what you're given to work with, and this was bought to be a performance horse. And many times I get horses that they bought him, he's bred this way, he does this, and you get him home, and you're like, isn't he beautiful? And my first response is, oh God, you bought that. And he's supposed to do what? Same cat, same horse, another picture. If you look at him and you look at what's happening as we're going through the lines drawing, if you saw that, would you say that was a normal horse, or would you believe that? Now, if we click through it backwards, that's exactly who he is. Same thing with back end. He had a tendency to stand twisted. That kind of bring out what that back alignment looks like. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say, you just made an excellent point. Most people, they'll get a horse vet checked.
Right.
And a vet check is completely different from what you're talking about. So I think you're adding a whole nother element to pay attention when you buy a horse. You have to work with the vet and the farrier, get both of them to check it, because you're exactly right. That horse was probably sold as a performance horse, passed the vet check because there was no immediate medical issues, but it's obvious that you point out stuff that, hey, no way is this a performance.
Right. It's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, there is something to that. Has anybody ever shot bow and arrow? Basically, think about where your arrow would land if it was shaped like this. Well, mine would, I know that, but think about it. Okay, for a horse to go straight, he has to be straight. For him to work in diagonal maneuvers, he has to be able to work diagonally. For a horse to lift, he has to get his hind end through. If you block out his shoulder, he can't get his hind end through. And they said the saddle's fine. So how much of that delayed timing is because when the horse is coming up, he hits that saddle, he ducks out, and he sticks that left front in the ground because he's hiding from the saddle. But it's totally a shoeing issue according to the trainer and the owners. Now, we did get him better, but you've got to work around that constantly. And they're like, no, the saddle's fine. I'm like, why have we got this rub right here? He just gets that. And it's like, yes, but he's responsive here. He's sore. So I was like, you need to get the saddle fitter over here. And you need to get yourself in the center of the saddle. Maybe the rider's sitting off to that side. Maybe the rider's not in the center of the saddle. Maybe the rider's making the saddle dig in. So then the question is, let's get the horse out on the lunge without all this and see if we're getting the same reaction, which we really weren't.